What up, and welcome back to another Ramblings in the Basement. That's your boy Theory.
Ivancito.
And not.
And not, yes.
Yeah, and not. Not anything. Not anybody.
You lacking
Yeah,
energy.
that was
suck
weak.
my
That
dick.
was
You lacking
weak.
the energy, bro.
That was weak.
I don't have the energy. My name's not. There's not any energy.
I got a headache and I got more energy than you.
I just got full energy today.
All right, but
You're
nah,
full of fucking tequila.
Not yet.
not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
The
Not
The other
yet.
day he showed up. I went to pick him up to go play pool, and this motherfucker had a flask full of tequila.
It's the one that I got from Redo's wedding that he gifted.
Oh,
gifted
those
us.
are nice. The ones we
Yeah.
gave out for the groomsmen. Those are pretty nice. It has like your initials etched into.
Were you a part of it?
Nah.
All right. Well, I want to
But-
try this tequila on camera. So let's do
Have
that.
you never had that,
Take a sip. No.
Really?
It's
Yeah,
pretty
you
good.
swear?
It's smooth.
You swear? I swear. You told me.
Not the tequila that you've had.
Where's it at?
Not
I don't know.
not this
Where did you
bottle.
put it?
Oh, it's right here. It's the same bottle that I had last time, guys. I went back to Mexico, so I got the same bottle last time. As you can tell, it's already almost empty because I've been drinking it.
Last time you had the clear
One
one.
flask at a
It's the same
time.
one.
I thought you had the clear one
No,
last time.
it's the same one. Same one. I never got the clear one. Fuck the clear one.
You don't like the clear one?
I don't know. I never tried it. I never tried it, so I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's
But-
a little stronger.
What, the clear?
I think, yeah,
Really?
flavor wise, like it tastes
Oh, okay,
stronger.
okay.
I don't think it has more alcohol, but I think it just tastes.
But if I'm gonna be honest, this tequila, I always praise it the most because
It's good. It's
it's
smooth.
my favorite tequila. I gave some to some of my friends yesterday, and the thing is, I told them like, "Yo, try this. Even if you don't even have to take a shot, just take a sip."
Yeah.
And what it's called? And I was like, if you want, here's water, but you're not gonna need it, or soda. You're not gonna need it. They took it. They're like, "Huh, you're right."
You really don't need a chaser. You can sip on it without a chaser.
Even Vanessa tried. I was like, "Yo, Vanessa, like, oh, give me the water, give me the water." I was like, "You're not gonna need it." She's like, "Just in case, just in case." Even her friend like was telling her like, "You're not gonna need it." Then when she took it, she was like, "Yeah, you're right. I didn't need it."
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, let's
Cheers.
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 Honestly,
That is dangerous.
that's smooth as fuck, and it's warm. It's not even cold. Like, when it's
Yeah.
cold,
That
It's
that
not
is
cold.
dangerous right there.
when it's cold,
Right? It's good.
I've been wondering how you've been putting down this much tequila every day.
Yeah, he's not a drink like that. But
Yeah,
when
that's
it's
what I'm
cold,
saying.
now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know how he's putting down all that tequila every day.
it gets a lot easier when it's smooth.
It's so much easier. That's what I'm telling you. This tequila, hands down, the best. But you can only get it in Mexico. So that's why you're able to only bring like 2 bottles from like to the airport, each like two each person.
It's that good shit though.
It's that good shit. But
Let's get into your
so
trip,
yeah,
though.
I'm about to say we haven't been posting because I haven't been here. So, but you guys don't know that. But
They do.
yeah,
He
I
took a
guess they
break.
do. Yeah, they do.
He took a
'cause-
break. They know.
Yeah, there's a 2 week.
They don't know why.
There's a 2 week. Well, they know why.
Well, we kind of announced it in a way. We did say we might take a break. We told them we were gonna try to put out videos, but we also did mention that we might not.
Well, I mean, I
So-
also think sometimes taking a break is kind of good because then there's a lot more to talk about.
Yeah,
the
and I feel like
episode,
I'm
and
excited
it's-
to get back into it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
So it makes you get excited again, like revamps. that
We haven't
excitement.
been doing nothing. Like we did have a meeting, but we also planned a meeting on Easter, and us being full-grown adults, not having kids, no one actually remembered the fact that Easter was happening.
I wasn't able to attend to the meeting because
This man's was in Mexico.
I was. That's where I got the bottle. But I had a great time. I had a great
I
time.
saw. He kept,
But
he
it's
kept
called-
posting the whole time.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, hold up. I would like to talk about the cockfights for about 20
I was
minutes.
about to
'cause
bring that up.
my Snapchat for about 2 weeks was full of nothing but cockfights, and it was quite interesting. I'll
Dude,
tell you that.
What is called? I can't even post it up on YouTube either because that shit's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, people are gonna complain about that shit, high key.
Who cares?
I mean, I don't care. At the end of the day, I
Yeah.
mean, Ronnie made a good point though. The thing about cockfights is like they fight on their own. Like you're not even.
It's not like a
instigating
dog
anything.
fight that like you have to abuse them or you have to hurt them or like
They
they'll
already
fight, yeah.
fight.
if you put 2 male chickens in the same room, one of them is walking out and one of them is dying.
I
Like
mean,
that's just
but-
their species.
But the way they actually do it is not just they just let them fight. They actually put like blades on their Like
well,
their
I could see where
feet.
that could be argued, but the whole point of it being immoral is chickens are gonna kill each other, whether you're gambling on them or
Roosters,
not.
The way I see, even if you are putting razors, it's like all you're doing is you're just giving them an upgrade. Like they're gonna fight either way.
It's like
They're
a
gonna fight
better
either way, though.
exhaust.
that is true.
And they fight to the death.
They do.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just giving them an upgrade.
So
I mean,
it's like
there's
you're
no
not-
fence. They're birds. They're hay bales. Them chickens could walk away if they fucking wanted to.
what day did I go? I went on a Tuesday.
Like,
No, I went on Wednesday, so I got there on Wednesday. So that same Saturday, 2 days after, is when I went to a Cox fight. And what it's called, I don't know, like as fucked up as it sounds like, and like you hearing like chicken cock like cockfights, like
it's
roosters are
not
killing
a
each other.
dog fight.
wait, no,
Dog
just
fights are
listen.
fucked.
As bad as it sounds, once you're there and start watching it, you're gonna like it too. What it's called, you're gonna like you're gonna get intrigued and you're like, yo, what the fuck? Let's go. Like I'm going for that guy. I'm going for
Yeah.
that one. I'm going for that one.
Get into it, bro.
Because I'll say this, I know someone that she didn't like the idea of it. I took her to it. She saw it and she wanted to go watch more.
Well, and
That's how it is. I'm telling you, like it's fun to watch.
I think
I'd
that's how it is
also-
with a lot of sports too.
well, and
Yeah.
see, I'd also like to talk about like
And you
horse
bet,
racing.
too.
You know, with like horse racing, they smack the shit out of the horse the entire time they're going around the track. And
They had that there too.
if that fucking horse breaks its leg, it gets shot. Like, how is that any different than? How is that
No,
any
no.
less cruel? Is what I'm saying in the long run. Of
To
it's
be honest,
the
some people
blood.
probably
It's
don't
I
think
think
it
it's
is.
the blood.
Are you just thinking about Family Guy?
Well, no, I've actually been to a horse race before. It's I don't really understand it at all because it's like these horses are made to run anyway, but you have to smack the shit out of them. I do know too that horses, if they break their legs, that they're fucked anyway. But then
Really?
why?
They can't get healed or anything like
It's
that?
really
they just
difficult.
they just
and really
put them out.
expensive.
To be honest,
And-
most of the time, if a horse breaks their leg, they just put them out.
but them racing kind of increases their chances of breaking their leg.
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
So it's like, how is that any less cruel on the animal when you're making it do something in an unnatural setting compared to just two roosters are gonna kill each other regardless.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter if there's a camera there, there's a crowd there, or there's a flock of hens. The roosters are just gonna fight to the death at a certain age.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm not
Come over
gonna
here.
lie. It still is a little fucked up that you're enjoying the fighting.
I'm
Like you're
just
just sitting around, like cheering it on. But at the same time, like you make a really good point. Like it's their nature. Like at the end of the day, you're not egging them on to fight. Like they're just
You know, it's
they
funny.
just do it.
It's funny because it's not just guys, females. Like it's females, kids, grandparents.
family event,
Okay,
bro.
I
Whole
don't
family.
get the kids because I feel like the blood is just something kids shouldn't see. Because I can understand where people like immediately are so turned off by it is because you're going to see bloodletting. Essentially, you're just going to see blood. In
I
some
don't know,
weird
like,
way.
I'm telling you, once you go and actually see one in person for your first time, you'll get what I'm trying to say. Like you'll get what I'm trying to say. Like it's something that even if it's to the kids or whatever, it's just something. It's just fun to watch. As fucked up as it sounds, it's fun to watch.
I mean, yeah.
I
feel
mean,
like that's
I
how it
was
is.
watching your Snapchat story. Pretty.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
just how it is, like with a lot of sports, to be honest. Because I've heard the exact same stories about people going to like UFC fights for the first time. Whereas like once you're there, it's just like a whole different experience. Like being there, you just get so into it. Like I've never been to a UFC fight, but just feeling like so many stories of people that actually have gone. Like, they all say the same shit, like what you're saying right now, which is like once you're there, is like a whole different feeling. You just like really get into it.
I don't know. I've been to football games and baseball games, and I still find them lame.
I mean, that's different.
But that's different. I feel like combat sports is like
Oh,
where it's-
combative
yeah, I feel
sports.
like that's
Okay,
where
you
they-
said sports. You mean combative sports? Yeah,
Yeah, I
combative
should've
sports can
specified,
be
'cause
a
I feel
lot
like that's where
different.
it like really draws you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like boxing, UFC, any like type of those
see,
type of fights.
Now that
Yeah.
you say that, then my favorite sport to go watch is
Hockey.
the hockey games
Yep, I knew
because
it.
they start fighting.
Yeah.
That's
And
right,
I don't
that's
even
all
watch
in.
hockey, but hockey.
Hockey.
I don't even watch hockey on the TV. But if I have a chance to go see a hockey game in person, I'll go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, like I said, I've never been to like any live combative sport events, but like I'm not a big boxing fan. But like some fights, I get excited for just to watch a
But see-
boxing fight. I'm just like, oh shit.
Well,
like,
and that's my point. No
That's
one
just
goes
watching
to
it
a
on TV
hockey
too.
game
yeah,
to watch.
exactly.
No one goes to a hockey game to watch them score. They're going for the fights.
Yeah, everyone wants to go
so
watch the fights.
that I feel like that's the thing.
We're just violent creatures, bro. We've always turned to violence for entertainment. Like, look at the fucking gladiators. It's like, we've
Yeah.
always turned to violence for entertainment.
I've noticed that because whenever you get a civilization that becomes very civilized, there's usually a violent sport that takes its place because there are a
Bro, I
lack
was
of
thinking about that like
other things.
earlier today. Like, first-person shooters are the most popular games. That's the most popular genre is shooting games. Like, we're just attracted to violence as a species.
Killing other people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, but it's just like something hardwired into our mind. Like, we just enjoy that shit.
Well, yeah.
I think it also might have something to do with the adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I think that's what it is too.
Is that I think with video games is that whole feeling you can kind of get
and it's that whole overcoming a
small-
challenge too.
yeah that like
Yeah.
that
yeah,
you
'cause
get
then-
that a dopamine rush,
Yeah.
that adrenaline rush, and there's no reward or consequence. So
Yeah,
it's
especially with
endless.
like video games and shit.
But like you said, the dopamine and everything like that. Like when you like challenge, like if you find someone that's better than you, it gives you that like
You get that drive.
yeah, like yo, I'm about to beat his ass,
Yeah.
or I'm about to kill him, or whatever it is. Any game or sport, whatever.
And
it
even
is,
if you're not playing, like we were just talking, like just watching someone else
it gives you that
get
adrenaline.
that comeback, bro. Watching like a good comeback, that's like the best. That's
I'll
like
get
the
some
most
dopamine.
entertaining shit.
Because adrenaline is when you're there, or actually doing the action. Dopamine is what you receive when you're watching. Where
But
Both.
see,
I mean,
there
you
are
you
some
get
games
both.
that
to
can
be
give you
honest.
adrenaline now. There really are.
Yeah, you get adrenaline from games.
What do you
now,
think?
Too.
Why do you think people play horror games?
no, but that's what I'm saying. Like game wise, it's like adrenaline and all that.
And
but, like,
dopamine. Dopamine's
yeah,
the
yeah,
chemical
no,
that makes you happy.
I know.
But adrenaline will also overshoot
But-
dopamine.
But I'm talking about when you're watching like an actual fight or something like that. Is that still considered like adrenaline, or is that no dopamine? No, is it still considered adrenaline or just dopamine?
I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong person.
Hold up. What's your question
No,
again?
like I don't even know what you're asking.
So you pretty much how when you're like you said when you're playing a game and everything like that is different because you're actually playing it and you're what it's called you get the adrenaline. and
Well, I think
dopamine.
you're just getting smaller amounts.
Okay, so what I'm saying is like if you're watching a game like a fighting game, UFC or whatever it is, are you still getting the adrenaline or are you just getting
You could
dopamine?
get the dopamine.
I think you get
and
adrenaline
some
too.
people could get adrenaline based on like
Bruh,
what kind
You
of
know,
person
you know
they
the
are.
answer to this. Do you get adrenaline when we're playing Smash? You know you do.
But I'm playing the game.
Exactly.
That's
You
not
still
what
get adrenaline
That's
though.
not what I'm asking.
Then what are you asking?
I said that, like because I said if you're playing a game, like an
Yeah.
actual game yourself, of course you're gonna get the dopamine and adrenaline.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you're just watching, like let's say if we're watching a like anime, we're watching like
Well-
Dragon Ball or like what is called you're watching
I
a
think
UFC.
it
Yeah.
depends on who you
Yeah,
are and
I
how,
think yeah.
like a
So
situation.
you still get both of them, or do you just get like more dopamine?
Well, I mean,
Well, I
are
would say
you
what-
easily affected by like outside sources? Like, I'll get adrenaline in a roller coaster accident or a car crash, or if like I'm playing a survival game and out of nowhere like a bear shows up. Yeah, but like I won't get adrenaline unless like there's some like I guess feeling of my life being in danger. And if I get like too knee deep in a survival game and I'm not really thinking outside anything other than that game, then I can get very small ones sometimes.
so you're mostly getting dopamine.
Yeah, for me, but I also know people that can get an adrenaline rush from, just anything, even if it's like a minor, like if you're arguing with someone, some people get adrenaline from that and other people don't.
It depends how I feel like how much you get into it. Like if you let yourself
Yeah,
get drawn,
so
like
it-
pulled in.
Yeah.
But see, think
okay.
about it though. There are still people that no matter how bad the fight gets, they don't always pull adrenaline because it really depends on how you respond to drama.
So that's more
essentially.
you're mostly getting dopamine.
So I guess going
Yeah.
to your question
Okay.
of saying like if you're getting the adrenaline rush like watching, I think for some people, yeah, like
Well,
Ronald was saying, I
only
think it
you know
depends.
the answer to that.
think it
'cause
depends.
You could get adrenaline at a cockfight, and I won't.
I mean, think about it this way: like
Fair?
when you're
No,
watching
you're right.
when you're watching a horror movie, you still get the adrenaline rush.
Fuck
I
horror
don't
movies.
though. I always see. For me, I think horror movies are a great example.
If it scares you though, like obviously, like it depends. Like everyone's affected by it differently. Some people would just watch a scary movie.
See,
and
I
it
get
doesn't affect
humor
them.
from horror movies because I already know what's gonna happen in the movies 9 times out of 10. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
someone's gonna die, someone's gonna go down a dark corridor, and you won't see them again until the end. Shit like that. So it never really. Those movies were never really anything but like funny to me. But of course, y'all's responses to those movies would be different. It's about how your brain's wired and what your brain feels is like an appropriate chemical to release for whatever situation you're in.
No, yeah, you're right.
Because some people get
Which
scared, some people get a thrill, and some people find it absolutely hilarious because it just looks stupid
I
to them.
fucking
and all
hate.
of
I hate
this is
horror
the
movies.
perfect transition to what I want to talk about this week, which is how your brain is wired.
True.
Which was, I mean, I don't know if you guys were like paying attention to the video I showed you guys.
There was. We were
Well,
watching.
I'm not gonna lie, I got tired of it very quickly because
I
it just was a
I don't
smash
blame
up
you
of a
because
bunch of
the way
different
they
clips.
present the information is terrible.
Yeah,
I had to sit through that shit, and it's like a 45-minute video,
What the
and
fuck?
they
I didn't
repeat
even
a lot
realize
of
that.
it. Like a lot of what they say is repeated, but there is some interesting shit in there. They're talking about nanotechnology.
We talked about this and like what is called, even if we didn't talk about it on podcast, I feel like we us like personally we talk about this a lot too because it's just like, well, even on social media where people saying like eventually we're probably gonna get chipped in our head, where people are gonna get chips in their head and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
If it hasn't even already started.
yeah. So that's basically what this is. This was a CIA operative, so he worked for the CIA. He came out and he's
He's about
he's
to
whistleblowing.
he's
like,
about to, he's
I
about to get
didn't
killed.
see enough facts to back that.
He's about to
be
get killed in a
honest.
week.
but I mean maybe
Dead ass. That's what they all do.
we don't know where the fuck he is. He's probably in hiding, most likely.
Middle of
Sorry.
Moscow or something. Who
Yeah.
knows? I don't know. The video that you showed me, like
matter,
this
does it?
topic is kind of hard to talk about because that video was just nothing but a bunch of random
No, I know,
clips
I know, that
posted
video,
by
it's-
different news stations. It's obviously a topic, but I'm just so ignorant of said topic that I can't really speak on anything.
Well, you actually have to like do some research because that's like after I watched the video, I actually went into like looking up like some of the shit, and a lot of it is real. And I mean, like you said, a lot of it is just like fear mongering. Like people just make those videos to like get a rise out of people and just like get popularity on the internet.
Yeah, because what if the inventor of whatever, from the way I understood it, what this technology would do, what if that's more to be able to, like, put a GPS on people or, like, put things like that into people where you could call someone from your head
Well,
type
that
shit.
is actually one of the functions that they're thinking about doing it.
But see, and then some person gets all paranoid and they're like, oh, they're going to try to create a hive mind out of humanity, and then that's how you end up with a video like yours.
Yeah.
And I mean, think about where we're at too. Whatever
But-
this technology is would cost like $100,000, $200,000 to probably implant on every single person.
I mean, at the
Well,
end of the
no.
day, money's fake and money's an
Well,
illusion.
well, the thing is, like, this technology is real.
Money isn't
like, this
real.
Is like this technology is real. This
Just
this
saying.
was like this is a government technology, and it's like I mean I believe in it because the only reason I believe is they're saying like the Chinese are trying to get their hands on it too, and like it gets more into detail and all that shit. But also, hold on.
What's
back.
up, dude?
Well, while he does that, I have something to talk about
You
too.
wanna go outside?
I already told you about this, right? Brick.
Brick?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Have you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like oh lord, because it's actually going on in the world. If you don't know about it, then that's just something that might affect
I
you in
don't
the
think
future.
it's that I don't know about it. It's just sometimes I really don't care for it because, like, Bitcoin, all that stuff, I was never into that
It doesn't even matter.
cryptocurrency
Look, it
stuff.
doesn't even matter about the crypto and everything like that right now. I'm talking about brick because brick is it's brick. If you don't know what brick is, it's pretty much Brazil, China, Russia, India, and South America. I mean
Oh.
South Africa, all coming together to become like one, have their own currency, like backed up by gold or something like that, which is gonna make not the U.S. dollar the main source, like main currency for the whole world, which is
Ooh.
gonna make that the main currency.
Okay, the way you explained it when you were drunk off crypto was as like a
No, I'm telling you, you should invest in crypto because the U.S. dollar is not going to be useful. Well, it's going to affect the whole banking system, where it's going to fuck up our country. That's what I was trying to say that part.
Okay.
So like the
Yeah.
dollar sign, like I'll say this, and the thing is, Mexico might join it too because of the way the U.S. is doing things, and like the way it was trying to invade it, the how the U.S. was trying to invade Mexico, so they could like stop the whole cartels and all that without like Mexico's permission and all that, saying like we're gonna go in no matter what, even if you like it or not. And the president said like we're not gonna give you permission to do that because like there's no you have no rights to do that. and then for them doing that, like the whole thing that's happening with BRIC, they might join them there. Saudi, tell me this: China, you know how Saudi Arabia and like another country they've been having wars and all that. They have like, tell me why China already almost. I don't know if they did or they're going to, what is called made like a peace treaty between them. So now Saudi Arabia is gonna join BRIC as well,
Oh,
and that's when Saudi Arabia is one of the richest countries. What is called, and that's what I'm saying. Like if that happens, and which is already is happening, like I said, the U.S. is not going to be the main currency for the whole world, and that's just going to be bad on us, and like in
oh,
other
the
countries.
U.S. doesn't. It already isn't the main currency for the world
It was though,
for a while, but there's still places, not the entire world, because
not
the
entire world.
UK's currency has always been worth more, and there were a few other countries
Well, he's
where
not
they were
talking about
also
words.
worth
He's
Listen,
talking
more.
about like global, like used
global,
globally.
globally, the U.S. dollar is the one that you've been
Okay, yeah,
used.
the U.S. dollar could usually could be
It's
used
used
in some
globally,
places. Yeah.
and it's not just because it's worth more. Of course, it's like
I
yeah,
think that like that applies more to like big business deals too. Like not even like to us, like the average, like people who are like averagely like, using money, but like big business deals are like more big business deals are being made in U.S. dollars.
Okay.
yeah. And have you heard of BRIC, like the
I
whole situation?
haven't, but
Mm.
what is it basically?
So pretty much, like I said, it's Brazil, China, Russia, South
Oh, I
America,
think I
and
have heard
India
something
all
about
coming
this.
together to become like get their own
They're building
currency.
like a NATO type of
Yep.
thing. I think I have heard something like that.
And like I think they said that Saudi Arabia might join them now. Mexico might join them. Like
I don't know. I'm skeptical about this whole like one world currency. Like that's sketchy as fuck to me.
I don't know. I feel like it would be better because imagine if you didn't have to worry about what country you lived in or
Yeah,
things like
that
that
sounds
because it
nice.
that.
was all
That
paid.
sounds nice, but the reason I think it's sketchy, and there's been historical like evidence of this happening, is like when too much of a society is like interconnected onto like one currency. The problem with that is like it's all house of cards. So it's like because we're all under the same currency. If this currency loses value, like if the economy for this currency like isn't like goes into shambles, like the whole world is fucked.
Well, but
Whereas like
see if it's based on gold, which Yvonne said, and I don't get me wrong, it sounds too good to be true, but I'm also being devil's advocate
I
here.
don't trust
If it
China.
was based on gold though, and there's a fine amount of gold. You see what I'm saying? So there is a level of in the right hands it would work.
Yeah, but that's the, I guess you could say, the communist countries, all that kind of stuff. It's not the U.S. U.S. England, Germany, like all of them are still together. Italy, they're gonna be them together, but they're never gonna join BRIC. So now that BRIC formed, everybody's like is going on board with them. So like I said, like that right there, that currency or whatever it is, I don't know what type of currency is gonna be online, what is called dollars, whatever it is gonna be mostly used globally than the U.S. now. And if that happens, that's gonna affect whichever the U.S. dollar already is getting affected. It's gonna affect it even more. A lot of stuff is gonna go up in price. What is called food sources is not gonna be out because you know who has the most meat in the industry?
Probably us.
No, it's Brazil, India, and I think China. Well, we are one of them. I'm not saying we're not. We are one of them. But all the ones that are already joining together with the whole BRIC are mostly the ones that own all the meat, all the other like situations, all the other industries, which that will affect us. Do you not see how? And this is a big deal. Do you not see how much the price of eggs went up? Dude, they're like $6, $7 now.
Yeah.
And that shit used to be like $2, $3. You know, I'll say this: pesos. I even remember when I was younger, a dollar used to be like maybe 11 pesos, 10 pesos. But because the dollar was doing better, and then the pesos went up, it would be a dollar for 20 pesos, 22 pesos. Now that shit's going down. It's going to a dollar, which is gonna be now you get 17 pesos. So
The pesos are going back up in
and
value
over
pretty
there in
much.
Mexico, stuff is going up in price too.
That's low key what I was talking about when I was saying like the economies. It's like when they're all it's like when there's one global economy, like you can't have shit like that where it's like one economy starts doing better while the other one. That's the one good thing about like having multiple different economies
would-
throughout the world. That when one starts failing, you can have another one that's like starts growing because of that. Because you just have like that,
But then
as
the
opposed to the
complete
whole world just
opposite
collapsing.
of that is that you wouldn't have to worry about, there'd be a standard line for humanity. There'd become a baseline that is expected of everybody. And then you can kind of familiarize, like, become one on one with other societies because the standard of living would remain the same as long as the wealth is distributed properly.
That would never happen.
That would not- yeah,
globally.
But I'm
Exactly.
saying the idea is perfect with perfect people doing
No,
it,
that's
but you're not
impossible.
wrong. It
No,
is possible if everyone acted right,
Look,
but no one's ever gonna act
exactly.
That's why it's not
and that's why
possible.
it's not possible. You have the like you're thinking
right. I mean, it
positive.
would be possible if like only 100 to 200 people existed.
Yeah, it's possible in small societies. I
but
think.
it's not possible with the whole world and everything like that.
It just requires too much collaboration. People are not willing to collaborate with people they've never even met.
yeah.
True that.
And another thing is too is that what is called I don't know if you guys heard. I don't know if it's gonna happen now because of the whole situation between Mexico and U.S. But they were trying to do where the whole North America became one whole like country, like a union.
Like the
And
European Union type shit.
yeah, kind of like if it's like Mexico, U.S. and Canada.
That'd be bad.
And the reason why I don't agree to that and it would be bad because then our whole amendment like constitution will all wouldn't matter no more
Yeah.
because then the whole union and everything like
Yeah,
that would
we'd
would
be stuck to like their rules pretty
yeah,
much.
and then pretty much we'll lose all our rights. Maybe no guns, maybe no freedom of
I
speech,
mean,
which you're already
low-key, that's
losing.
probably why they're trying to do that. So
Probably
they can go around that
Wait,
constitution.
what country wants to do this?
U.S., Canada, and Mexico. That's what they're trying to do.
I could also see it in a defensive standpoint because if you're talking about going to war with Mexico, Canada, or U.S., you're also like those are three very big countries and cultures and societies that working well together could defend its own
We're
against
already
Europe.
allies, though. Like we don't need to do all that. I feel like.
Yeah, but imagine being able to free our borders.
But that's what I'm saying.
I think that also furthers back into the U.S. wanting to get rid of the cartel. If the cartel can't charge Hispanic families $30,000 to get over the border,
they don't. They don't charge.
well,
cartels.
however much it
They
is,
just charge other people. They like other people bring them, not like cartels.
No, the cartels own the fucking.
yeah,
crazy
the
businesses.
cartel does
Bro,
all
yeah,
that.
they own any illegal business.
And so by being able
Fair
to
enough.
find a
Yeah,
way
it's
to
like-
open the border is actually the cheapest way for everybody because the cartel is getting insane amounts of money. And then you want to know what's funny? Is I've heard somewhere these motherfuckers even got insurance plans that if something goes wrong, they come back to them on a later date. And if they get sent back, then it's like half price for your second trip. Like shit like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Bro, you gotta like. I feel like media does like a disservice to everyone when they don't show how like the cartel. They're not like dumbasses. Like they're business people. They know what
are.
they're
Yeah,
doing.
they do.
And I
No.
feel like the media doesn't show that enough, and that's why like no one really understands how sophisticated like their operations really are. Like they're business people. They know what they're doing.
They're not just doing drugs. Yeah, of course they're doing that too, but they do other ways to make money too. Not
Yeah.
just that. That's crazy.
And the thing is, they're like if you know how to get creative with business, and then on top of the fact you're working illegally, like you have like the laws not stopping you, you can do a lot of crazy shit, and that's why the cartels do crazy shit.
But the thing is,
But
it's
see,
not.
if
It's
there
not.
were
Wait,
no
wait.
laws to be enforced, then the
But,
cartel wouldn't
look.
be able to make that money if these families could just drive across because they're already registered citizens of this union. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So there are ups and downs. It's not the complete
But-
end of the world. You'd be solving some problems with it.
there
Yeah,
are definitely
but-
some pros. I'm not saying it'd be all cons.
I'll say this though. I mean, it's not like U.S. isn't doing not U.S. Mexico isn't doing anything about the cartels now. Back then, I feel like with our old president, he didn't do anything. But the president that we have right now in Mexico, he actually has been doing a lot for Mexico. Like he actually has been stopping a lot. He's actually been helping a lot in the economy, all that kind of stuff.
That's another thing is if we did get together, we would have to worry about our economies like becoming one,
Mm-hmm.
which is like I don't mind with Mexico, but like Canada, I kind of don't trust them.
But see, Canada would bring in a ton of money because it would also make it a lot easier to get through Alaska. and you're talking a lot more oil rigs that we could set up ourselves and
I mean,
have
we already had
ourselves.
the option to set one up,
We
and
already
Biden
had
chose to
option.
not.
No, we
Oh.
already
So it's
did
like-
have one, but he just closed it down.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, we're gonna open another. We were going to open another one.
Oh,
We're. I think it was under construction, and so that's why it's like the option's there. It's just
But-
we're choosing not to take
yeah,
it.
but you know what's funny? Trump called it from the beginning too.
he did. He
He
said that.
even said it from the beginning that
he
if
said they're
Biden,
gonna
if,
close
Bi-
the pipelines.
if Biden becomes president, the gas is gonna go up, inflation is gonna go up. What is called what is called? He said I don't even know. He said a lot that he that actually did happen.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty sure Trump is in and on it. He's just a wild card. So it's like he's
Yeah.
part of the plan, but he also just goes on his own. Like he goes rogue. But
He
I'm
does
pretty
what he
sure.
wants to
But I'm
do.
pretty sure he's in on a plan. He's just rogue sometimes, so that's why they don't like him. He does shit like that off the script pretty much.
Because he
But I'm pretty sure he's still like he's part of the whole conglomerate, like whatever.
maybe, but I feel like he still has like
Because that's what I'm saying. Like he's a wild card. Like I think a lot of it is just to gain popularity because it goes to his head. So he does like a lot of things that people want. But also,
but it does help
I
us.
know,
and
but
that's the
but
thing.
but you gotta keep in mind like he's just giving you like a few things. Like he's not actually
Yeah, if
solving
he's
most
the
of the
card
problems.
they're
Like,
using,
he's just
to
tossing you a bone. Like
That's
just to make
that
people
little
happy.
dopamine rush right there. Because if he's like, if I can make them just happy enough, I can sway them whenever the grand plan people or whoever is
But
what
I
I was
still-
talking about would just
I would still rather have him than Biden.
Oh
because
yeah,
it-
no,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not, I'm
no
not disagreeing
one's-
with that.
No, but the reason why is because at the end of the day, Biden isn't even running the country.
you can
He's-
have the rest of my tequila because I gotta drive.
That's fine. Hey, you want more? But like Biden isn't even running the country. He's just there. Like, tell me why when he was talking to this one guy, he was like, "Did you take the vaccine?" He said, "Yeah." Oh, nothing hasn't happened to you. Nothing happened to you.
He
He's
sounded
like-
worried.
He's like,
like, "You okay?"
You okay?" He's like, "Wait, no." Like then he starts talking about kids, aliens, and all that kind of shit. I was
I
like,
saw that clip.
right? So
It happens a lot with Biden. He got
He's
got
a
dementia.
robot.
Ultimate-
He's not even a real person.
dude. But the reason why is because when I saw the video too, when he said that, it looked like it was him actually talking. But then when he started talking randomly, you see his
they
eyes.
shut
and
him off.
Like yeah, you see his eyes and everything like that. It just seems like if he was like controlled or just saying random shit or whatever it is. Like you could tell by his face and his eyes that
Well, I think a lot of it too is he started panicking.
maybe.
He was like,
This
"Oh, shit, I
fucking
wasn't supposed
guy,
to say
dude.
that out loud."
I wasn't
I don't know.
supposed to tell him about them aliens. Oh shit.
Oh shit, that slipped out. I
He's
think
the
he does
dude
it a lot. Like
accidentally,
where accidentally he
like-
says something that he's not supposed to, and he tries to like backtrack it.
I mean, is
What
it,
if he's been telling the
is-
truth and this whole time he just gets scared and then starts sounding like a dumbass so no one believes
That's what I'm
anything?
saying. Like, look, he does that a couple
He does.
times.
He does. He's not. He says stuff that like it's true, but like that's probably going on in the world. But like the way he makes it sound like it just sounds dumb. Yeah, especially when they talked about the whole bank and everything like that. He didn't want to answer, and he just walks off. What the-
That guy, bro. What a guy.
what a president, bro!
Yo.
What an individual.
I'm surprised he's not even fucking impeached.
Yo, but bringing it back to the CIA. 'cause
Oh, no.
They're the ones really pulling the strings, high key.
FBI or CIA?
Both, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah.
I mean,
What's
I-
the difference? What is the CIA and then FBI?
CIA is the Central Intelligence Agency, something like that. I don't fucking know
Uh-huh.
what it stands for. Yeah, Central Intelligence Agency. And then FBI is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Pretty much the way I've seen it described, and honestly, they described it pretty good, is FBI is the government's wing of, like, they discover secrets, and the CIA keeps secrets. So the CIA is, like, the one keeping the government's secrets, and the FBI is usually one trying to find other people's secrets. So they're the ones like investigating shit usually, whereas like the CIA is trying to, protect their own. That's why the CIA is the sketchiest one because they're usually like working. Like a lot of people don't know what the fuck they're actually doing.
Damn.
They're the ones. They're the ones that were behind the LSD,
If I-
MK Ultra.
Oh
experiment.
yeah. I heard about that. I don't know if we talked about
They be
that
doing
already.
shady
Y'all ever
shit.
read those files where
what-
whenever someone saw the CIA doing something they didn't want them to see, they'd like kidnap them and then get them addicted to drugs and then throw them on the street so then no one would believe them?
That's
And
can
like
see that.
that's real. There's real paperwork. Look it up.
And I
No,
believe
I
it.
believe it.
I have zero doubts about it. Honestly, like that's something they would 100% do. Because
it's fucked up.
speaking of like MK Ultra though, that's pretty much what this was. What I was
Yeah,
showing you
yeah.
guys. That's no like straight up. That's the continuation of it. Like they're still referring to it as MK Ultra.
MK Ultra is mind control.
It's mind control. This was this.
So people,
except this
for the
is
people that
this
didn't
is
know.
like this is further though. This is like remote mind control. So it's like you don't even have to actually be near them. You just like it's like how the video showed where like they're literally like tiny dust particles because like there's nanotechnology chip, and he goes into like how he actually experimented on like having it used on himself. The guy, the
What the fuck?
whistleblower,
Mhm.
and he like to feel what it feels like, to like actually experience what it feels like. And the way he explains it, he says basically it's like this little nanotechnology, and it's like literally like a little dust particle. You could literally inhale that shit without even realizing it, and it'll like try to find its way into your brain and like connect into it. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little skeptical. I'm not gonna say like, I 100% believe.
now.
I'm not gonna say I 100% believe all of this, but I feel like there
There's
could
some
be some
truth. I
truth
feel
to
like
it.
I feel like there's some truth to it.
But he says like it goes into your brain, and it pretty much the way that it works is like it sends electrical currents, like because that's basically how your brain works. It's just electrical currents running through your brain.
That's how they put like stuff on your heads and all that. Like,
Yeah.
check it, like make your arms. Move
Yeah,
and
they're
all that.
actual headsets
Yeah,
that
yeah.
do this, that do pretty much what this is.
Mhm.
But this is just like a much more sophisticated like nanotechnology that is like can go inside of you. But pretty much what he was saying is like it goes inside of you and it hooks up to your brain, and it puts thoughts inside of your mind that you think are your own. Like you wouldn't even realize that you're being brainwashed because in your own mind, like you think that you're just thinking these thoughts by yourself. You wouldn't even realize it at all that you're being manipulated at all. And on top of that, it also lets them experience your life. Like literally see what you're seeing through your eyes, hear what you're hearing, and smell what you're hearing, and like all of that shit.
So
Smell
them
what
that
you're
can't
hearing.
smell.
This man really said smell what you're hearing.
Yeah.
I-
Smell what
that-
you're smelling, hear what you're hearing.
There you go.
That sounds a little bit better.
But yeah, but also there's this guy, and this is the part where I actually start to believe some of it. Maybe not like the whole dust particle shit, but he talks about this one chip that they're making, and that might be close to like the Neuralink type shit, when
Mhm.
there's like Elon Musk is working on. Where he said there's this chip that like wires directly into your brain, and it causes it's pretty much AR without any goggles. Like it makes you hallucinate. So there's like controlled hallucinations. So it's like you have the chip in your mind, and it makes you hallucinate like an actual like a computer screen in front of your eyes, and it's just like floating right there. And it's like it's not actually there, but you're gonna see it like if it was 100% real.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool, but it's kind of scary at the same time. Because they talk about like
That's
if
how you convince them right there.
that's what I'm saying. That's how you get convinced into getting shit like
That's
that.
how you
Nah,
convince them
'cause
right
it's
there.
like- Nah, because there's more to it than that. I think y'all
No,
are
there could be
looking
a
at
lot
the
of good uses
negative
to it. There could be,
mind
like, a lot of good
control
uses to
things.
it.
But then if
So
you
they can
have
help
that,
you.
let me finish. If you have that, who would ever get lost on a mountain again? Who would ever get lost?
No, but think about it this
hiking?
way. Think about it.
Who would ever have to wreck their car to look for a GPS if you can hallucinate the path in front of you?
Think about it this way. They made a good point in the video. You could be susceptible to unwanted advertising that you can't even escape from. Like you can be having ads pop up.
escape. You can use the 12 gauge.
So, I mean, that yeah, I don't think that counts.
Well, I mean,
So
you
you
said you
escaping
can't
everything.
escape. You most definitely can. You just
Yeah.
gotta be man enough to do it.
So that's not just escaping that though. You're just killing yourself at that point.
I'll get the chip out.
I mean, yeah.
Well, just fire your brain.
Just fry your brain. I'm pretty sure that's the same result, but you're
Deep
gonna kill
fry
yourself
it.
too. You're gonna kill yourself too, bro.
Just send more electrical waves
No,
into my
but-
head.
It is something to worry about, but and like think about if that's what you really want in life. Because like you said, like Elon Musk is already working on it too.
Bro, that shit.
He's already working on a like neuro chip.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That shit kind of scared me though. That when they're talking about that like control hallucination shit,
Mm-hmm.
because they're talking about if you get your shit hacked and like you could be susceptible. Like
You
people were
be
talking about, like,
controlled.
you literally get possessed. Like it will feel like you're being possessed.
What
pretty
if
much.
some dude just
Like, it
forced
literally-
another dude to watch hentai like for hours
what I'm
and
saying, like,
hours
you're being tortured.
and
Like, at that point-
hours?
Like at that point, you're being
Hey,
tortured.
is that
Like,
torture?
Yeah.
Yo,
Honestly, yes.
this guy.
No
even if you're
kidding.
into, even
This
if you're into that
fucking
shit, though, like,
guy.
even if you're into that shit, you're not gonna be into that shit like 1 week into it. Like once you get tired of that shit eventually.
What if he put on the same episode every single time, dude?
If it's a good episode, go. If it's a
Bro,
filler,
imagine-
if it's a filler, then fuck.
Bro,
I'm
imagine, bro, you can't even drive. You can't even drive now because you have a fucking screen that's in front of you. You can never drive because you're gonna have a fucking screen that's constantly popping up in front of you.
fucked. No, yeah.
Like I would actually like I feel like that would affect you in ways that we can't even like think of right now. Just like
But
you would not have a normal life.
I
after
feel
that.
like
I mean, I could really use that because this motherfucker Ivan always got to be on his phone when he's in the car with me, watching videos and
I'm
shit.
not watching videos. I'm
So if
texting.
I didn't have to watch his videos and shit, that would be a blessing.
Instead of me and just me watching it on my mind,
Yeah, and
I would-
then
you know,
I
that
wouldn't
would-
have to listen.
that would
to you.
never happen because I would never get it. So
Oh,
it don't
pussy.
matter.
Pussy.
Just saying, unless it's forcefully, like forcing us, then that's a whole different thing. But like even then,
Would you do the Sword Art
Yes.
Online type shit though? Because they're saying that you could use that. They could do that with that with that
Nah.
technology too.
no.
They're saying they can.
As much as how is that's pretty cool and that's awesome to do that. I wouldn't do it.
That would be dope as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
it
Like I
would.
wouldn't try it, but that would be dope as shit. Because basically, once you can create hallucinations in your mind, it's just a matter of how powerful you can make them.
Hmm
So you can literally teleport yourself into another world. and, like,
Now, would y'all
hallucinate
do
a whole
this
nother
if this
world.
device was completely hooked up independently to yourself?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like just have like a helmet and put it on and you can take it off whenever?
Or it was something that you could essentially attach to yourself? Like, what if, let's say they could put it into your wrist, per se, and instead of you being able to hallucinate it, more that something actually, like a screen would not shoot out, but almost like a holographic thing?
That's a completely different technology. That's dope as
Oh,
shit though.
I mean, that's probably
That
something
would be
that's,
dope as shit,
that's
though.
probably something else. That's probably something that might be doing right now.
But see,
too.
that
yeah.
technology could lead to that.
That
Yeah,
technology
I feel like
a lot closer.
you're pioneering in a an unknown world. Is just because they're trying to test if they can control hallucinations doesn't mean that's what the product was made for.
Bro,
No, it is. That's what there's. It was because this was a actual like
This
event. Like he was showcasing like the actual technology for a company.
Oh well, then again,
This was
I-
a company
I don't
that's
know
actually
enough
working towards
about
that.
this to
That-
really
dude,
speak on it.
they might be working on it right now, and you think they might not be advanced or whatever. Like people is doing it. This could be coming out in like 5 years, 6 years. You never know.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's already
like,
out.
well,
It's
yeah,
just not out for
But
public.
that's what I meant, like in public, because like time goes by quick, and then a lot of stuff, a lot of technology is inventing every day.
Here's the
every
thing: it probably
week.
will be, but just for the ultra rich, like for the really rich people. 'Cause
Probably.
it's gonna be
Good for
expensive
them.
when it
Good
first
for
rolls
them.
out.
I don't want it.
I mean, I don't want it either.
Even when I am rich, I don't want it. I don't. When I'm
But-
wealthy, I
No.
don't want it.
I mean, you say that
I don't
now,
want
I
it.
don't.
but we
don't
talked
want it.
about this in the other episode. You're gonna get left behind. Like, imagine people right now can't like have a good stable job without like a good phone. Like, you need technology. Like, you need certain amount of certain level of technology just to be able to keep up in society. And I feel like we will reach a point where we're gonna like without this, you're gonna be like left out of society entirely.
But why does it matter when you have the whole world? You have what?
How you gonna make money? Like you.
You don't need to make money at this point. You can just survive off of what the earth gives you.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
If I have all the money that I want, I could just buy all the land that
But
I
that's
need.
easier said than done. Will you actually like be able to live that lifestyle?
Yeah,
I could live under a rock.
I could go to Mexico, live the life that I want over there.
You actually know how to garden and like plant
Yes.
all that shit?
I do.
Yeah, you throw seeds out and you pray.
No, yeah, I actually gotta take care of it, water it, make sure there's no like pests, like bugs and all
Listen,
that.
you've done gardening like for a hobby. You've never had to do it like for survival. It's a whole different level. Like,
Yeah,
it's a whole different
but
game,
it's
bro.
because you gotta figure out which plants, which
do
vegetables,
you
fruits.
know? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
do you,
some of them I do, not all of them, but I can still learn from other ones.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to get to that level before you're like.
Of course, yeah, of course. But at the same time, there's the learning process too. Yeah, I might not learn how to do it in the beginning, but over time, where in a couple weeks, I'll be
If
like,
you live that long.
I would. because like I said, like if I when I once I become multimillionaire and wealthy, yeah, once I become a multimillionaire and wealthy, I'll be able to buy my land in Mexico here, either or, buy as much of the animals as I can, raise them, all that kind of stuff, and actually have my own farm. That's what I've been wanting to do. Have my own garden, have my own farm, take care of my own independently, instead of worrying about this whole industry, like this whole worrying about with what the government is gonna do for us or whatever, all the food source, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
how it
that's
is.
a good.
That's how
a
it
good
is.
game plan.
That's how it is now, and that's how it should be in the future too.
That's a
because-
good game plan, but until you have that set up, you need society.
We'll see.
I'm saying right now.
Right now,
you need it.
Yeah.
Until you have it set
Yeah,
up.
how are you
need
gonna get
society.
that land without society,
You
bro?
need
Huh.
society to
I
earn
guess-
your money.
Yeah, I guess
You're not going to become a multimillionaire without society.
No, you're
Because
right.
the money's coming from society.
Yeah, you're right.
And who's gonna defend that land if there's no society?
Well, if
You
there's no
didn't
society, you don't have to
include
really defend it from
building
anyone.
Yeah.
a barracks.
Why would I have to
Who
defend
do
it
you
when
have to defend it from,
everybody's
though?
back into the chips in their water and like living that life?
Because motherfuckers would be lawless.
No, they will all be in the whole
No,
world.
no,
situation.
he's right though. If there are some people that are not in the world, they're not going to follow any laws. Anyone that doesn't go into it, like if the Matrix were real and people are not going into the Matrix, there's no one going to be out enforcing laws outside of the Matrix.
Fair, but I'm not. I have my own weapons. I have my own guns and all that kind of shit.
In your fantasy, yeah.
My fantasy.
This
man But do you have Yvonne guns
think
right
he's
now?
the protagonist.
No, but I'm about to get some
this
too
man
already.
this man Yvonne
I'm
thinks he's
thinking
the
of-
main character.
No,
we got
I'm-
some
I'm
main
think-
character energy
I'm
over
thinking
here.
for the future and how I want to live my life. Yes, it might not
If
be right.
anything, you the
Look, look, look.
sidekick.
Yes.
Look,
look.
Look, it might not be right now, but I know damn well it's gonna happen. And I know damn well it's gonna happen. It doesn't mean it's gonna be. Yes, I don't have it right now.
But you're ignoring what I'm saying.
But you're ignoring
I'm
the
s-
fact that you need society.
I'm
You
not
need
saying that.
society. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
And I said, oh yeah, and I agree with that.
No, you
Then
didn't.
what are you arguing, bro?
Because then we started talking.
What
about,
is the discussion?
Because
Yeah,
then we
that's what I'm saying. If we're on the same
because
page.
then we started.
Why the
no,
parlay,
Be
my
quiet, because I'm trying
brothers?
to tell you. What is called? We started talking about how. What is called? What about if everybody goes there and the people that stay out, it's just not gonna be any rules. That's what he said. They're not gonna follow any rules because at the
Yeah.
same time, everybody's gonna be there.
Yeah, so if there was no society, everyone would want to raid your little happy farm.
And I'm telling you, at that point,
You
when
didn't include a militia
Look,
in your list
I told
of
you,
things
I
in
told
your
you.
house.
at
no
that
take backs. So-
I told you at that point when I already have all my shit, of course I'm still gonna have weapons and all that kind of stuff to
But you
protect
need
myself.
more bodies, bro. You really think you're gonna go out there like Rambo if 200
Alright,
people just
alright.
pull up with tanks?
Who said I don't have tanks?
Oh, you know.
Alright,
You didn't say
but,
you had
okay,
an armory in your
okay,
fantasy.
Yvonne,
You
since-
don't know what I
since-
have.
okay, hold
You
on,
never
hold on,
asked.
Yvonne. Hold on,
You
Yvonne.
never
asked.
told.
Yvonne.
You never asked.
Okay, Yvonne,
never
since you're
told.
clearly imagining this as like you're already prepared,
This man
let's be
on
more
Doomsday.
realistic. Like let's say
I
the
am being
Matrix,
realistic.
No, let's be realistic.
No,
like
you're
let's say
not.
the Matrix rolls out before you have all this stuff. Now what?
I don't think that would happen, but if it did, then I'm
Bro,
fucked.
you're
I
not being
don't think
realistic.
that would happen.
You're not
But-
gonna become a multimillionaire that quick.
Oh no, this guy.
You just said this technology is gonna become public in like 5 years. You think you'll become a multimillionaire in 5 years?
Yes.
I love that optimism.
You're being optimistic. I'll give you that.
I'm not. I'm being honest.
We don't need no negative
you're not.
willies around here.
Your guys are the ones being negative. 'cause
No, we're just being
We're being
realist.
realistic,
There,
Yvonne.
there's a big
I'm
difference.
not saying you can't build yourself up
I'm
in
not
5
s-
years, but you're not gonna become a multimillionaire.
Yeah, like
That's
you
fine
could
with
me.
get
You gotta be
the
realistic.
listen.
That's
you
fine
could
with
get
me,
the
guys.
land, you could get the house, you could get the garden going, but
Uh-huh.
you're not gonna have the money. You're not gonna have all the weapons. Your house isn't gonna be completely perfect, and your garden crop is gonna take a couple seasons to perfect.
That's fine. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna be a multimillionaire in 5 or 6
But
years.
all that being done in 5 years,
doesn't
you
mean
have to literally start tomorrow.
All
Who
I'm
said I
saying,
haven't started
Yvonne,
yet?
all I'm saying is, like, it's good to be optimistic, but you gotta have backup plans. You can't just tell yourself it's going to work.
Be optimistic.
No. You
gotta have backup plans.
and then
I have my plans
Pessimistic
and
or
how am I
whatever
gonna
it is.
become that and do all that. So that's all that matters. It's me
Alright.
working in that situation.
I'm
that
glad
I'm
we
doing.
have this on film because in 5 years, when he only has $900,000, I'm gonna laugh my ass off at him.
And when I become a multimillionaire and be wealthy, I'm gonna laugh at you for doubting me.
I didn't
Bro, I'm
doubt
not
you.
doubting you. I'm
I
not
just
Well,
said
doubting
you
you.
had-
that's what it sounds
I
like.
just
for
said
me.
you
No,
have
it-
$900,000, and I'm still a hater apparently.
I'm telling you.
No, because I said
to
I'm gonna
be-
be a multimillionaire, not just a 199.
Okay, what if
whatever.
you only have 1 million?
Million's
That's-
better than nothing, but I still.
But that's
that
not
doesn't-
multi.
But it doesn't. That's not what I'm gonna
Listen,
be.
bro. I only say this because I
I'm
care
telling
about
you.
you, and I don't want you like to be just. You gotta be careful, bro. You can't just be blindly optimistic.
I'm not being blindly optimistic.
What's
I'm
your
being.
game plan then? You don't even have a good game plan, bro.
Who said I don't have a game plan?
What is it?
Already.
No,
I'm
don't
already,
say it on film because what
Alright.
if it works, Eduardo, and then we get a podcast for Mr. E.
I have my game plan. Don't worry. I have things that I can do that I know that will give me inside income and all that kind of stuff, so I get money overall every single time. With me
Yeah,
not
don't,
doing any work.
you know what?
Where
Let's
you gonna
not hate.
expand, though?
Let's
That's what
not
I'm saying.
hate. To,
Where
Like
I
how you
got,
gonna
I
expand?
got everywhere to expand. I got once I do my situation that I want to do, and that goes into like creating my own business and all that kind of stuff.
I'm gonna pimp him out
Wait,
on
wait.
OnlyFans.
Me doing that, after I have the sources, the whole world is where I can make money. I don't have to just make money here. I can make money in other countries.
Bro,
That still brings me money everywhere.
that's not a game plan.
It is a game plan.
Saying you can make world money around the world is not a
D-
game
but
plan.
I'm saying I could create businesses in every other way.
Well, how
there's-
do you,
How are you gonna get
bro,
these
a game
business
plan is
license?
like, what's your first business? That's
My
an actual
first,
game
my
plan.
first business is creating my own construction company. I'm already getting my own vending machine.
All right, you got
What it's called? I'm already getting my own vending machine, and I'm probably gonna get it this week coming up. What it's called? I'm already cleaning cars. I'm already started to deep cleaning my car. I already got clients to do that. What it's called? I already got stuff going on, so I can get money coming in. So you know why? So I can invest that money into other things to bring me more money. That's how I'm gonna become
so
a
that's a
multi-millionaire.
game plan then.
And I,
See,
like I said,
there's
I
the
do
thing.
have.
I'm
a-
asking you for a game plan.
And
There you go.
I told you, I do have a game plan. And after I do that, like I said, I don't have to just invest in this country. I can invest in other countries. You know why? Because when I was in Mexico, I told this guy,
Okay.
wait, no,
slow
no,
down, no.
no, wait.
Breathe,
No,
man.
I am
breathe.
breathing. I am breathing. Because, like I said, I know other people in other countries, not just this country, that what it's called, they're trying to start up a business. I told them I would invest in them. They would give me parts of the money. I already know this other guy told me if I bring him clients, I'll get like 5% of whatever I bring, whatever it is from the clients.
So you could
like I
do
said-
advertisement for him then.
Advertisements from there. Dude, this world has everything. You could do whatever you want in this world. Money's everywhere. You just gotta look for it. If you look for it, you can make money any way. And that's how it is. And that's why I said I know that I'm gonna become a multimillionaire. I know I'm gonna be wealthy because I truly believe it. I'm not being unrealistic. I'm being realistic because I know what's gonna
No,
happen.
look, I think you're being
Optimistic.
a little defensive first of all. So
Yeah.
for
No,
like-
no.
talk-
Breathe.
Okay, go.
Breathe
I'm
Breathe
not,
a little
I'm not,
bit,
I'm not
Yvonne. You
saying
need to
anything. Go.
breathe.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You
First of
suck.
all, I'm not doubting that you can make money. Like I believe that you can become a millionaire.
Multi.
I'm saying
years.
the only time I
Yes, I
said,
do.
listen, let me talk.
No, wait. I was just answering him.
I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
you're being unrealistic in that time span. I'm not saying it's never gonna happen, but 5 years is a very short time span to become a multimillionaire.
I don't think so.
Yes, it is. Because,
I don't think so.
bro, I don't think you realize like it costs money to make money. Like you're not like it's not
It
just gonna be
does.
all profit. Like a lot of it's gonna go back into the business, especially if you're trying to expand to multimillionaire. You're gonna be reinvesting a lot of it. Think about that.
Wealth
You're
in
gonna
my
be
bank
reinvesting
and-
most of the money you
and,
make for
like,
the first
material.
few years.
Okay, $5 million in material wealth, I can believe.
Yvonne.
$500 million or $5 million in your bank account.
Yvonne, listen.
All
look.
right.
In those 5 years, you're gonna be reinvesting most of your money.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying you're not actually gonna become a multimillionaire until you actually like. It takes time because you're gonna be reinvesting most
Look,
of your money for
I,
the first
I,
few years.
I told everybody this, and I'll still say it now. If I'm not a multimillionaire by 25, which is in 3 years, which is okay, I said I'm gonna become before 30. That's another 7 years or 8 years. That's another like 3 years that I said right now. But I will become that before 30.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm just saying
30
that.
is a little bit more
All
reasonable.
of that.
Before 30, yeah,
all
but
of
that's
that-
like 8 years. But what it's called, I still believe that I'll probably do it in
Okay.
5 to 6 years.
All of that is nice and all, but that doesn't say like if you have a backup plan for like if this doesn't work out.
I don't have a backup plan because that it's gonna work out. That's my mindset and that's how I'm thinking.
That's not a good mindset, bro.
I
It's
don't-
not about.
I
It's
don't
not
know
a,
about that,
listen,
Eduardo. I kind
it's
of
not-
agree is that you don't want to get stuck on Plan B too hard because then Plan B becomes your fallback.
well,
You become
you don't want to go too hard either, but you
But
want to have
then-
some backup plan.
But see, you don't want to have a backup plan until shit starts to go down because if it's
That I don't know about that.
well, like to me, if shit's going up and it's not going up fast enough, I'll immediately resort to Plan B. You know what I mean? And sometimes
Well,
I can respect.
that's something
Well,
else.
I can respect people that are just like, I'm not abandoning the ship. This is the ship I'm taking. You get what I'm saying?
I get that. I mean, you're talking to me. I've been trying to make music my whole life. Like I understand that. Trying to for your fucking whole life trying to make something work.
Okay.
But I still have a backup plan regardless. Like I'm not gonna go work for my dad's business if it doesn't fucking work out making music. Even then, like I'm gonna try my fucking hardest to make music. But
Well,
at the
then
end of
his
the day, I'm still
construction
gonna have that
company, I'd
backup
assume.
plan.
His construction company would probably be what I would assume because it's the first thing he brought up.
And the thing is, I already told you, like vending machines, all like other stuff online, or anything real estate, all that's still gonna bring me money every single time. So even if my construction or whatever, I still have those properties, still those items that are bringing me money either way.
Yeah.
And like eventually, I won't even have to work. I would just like to work and just to work, but I wouldn't have to.
Yeah. All of this has gone off topic as fuck though, because we were talking about the Matrix, and we were talking about how that none of that would be useful during the Matrix, which is what we were originally talking about. But all of your plan is good. Don't get me wrong. The only reason we said it wasn't good was if the fucking Matrix happens, which this is all fucking like we're just fucking. talking
We've
about
gone
what
into
could happen.
fantasy land there
Yeah,
for a
like-
little bit.
I just said it.
Like, don't get me wrong, you have a good plan. The only reason we said it couldn't happen is like if all of fucking society went into the Matrix.
but
Hey,
like
I'm
I
gonna
said,
take 5 minutes
wait.
to step outside real quick. Y'all continue the podcast without me, because I just need a breather. Like, you two have been talking, and this really isn't a conversation I've been on. It's a 5 minute break for me. It's not that big a deal. I'll be right back in.
All right, go ahead. But like I said, like the reason why we said the whole Matrix thing is because you said that in prior to 6 years, if it does happen, I wouldn't be able to do it. Which you never know. What if I am? Maybe it does take 8 years. What if it takes 4, 5 years, 6 years? I would, like I said, try to have as much land as I have, buy as much animals as I could, and like garden wise, I would try to do my best because where my dad lives and all them, it's hard to like plant things there. But that's why I have stuff over here. Like I would still buy land in the U.S. So I actually have my whole land, have gardens. I could probably ship that stuff over here if I could. There's like I would have to find situations to do all that. And if I have all the money or have my own like source, you're acting like if I don't, I want to have people to work with me or work for me.
Well, that's the thing. You're just assuming that you will though too.
I am assuming, but I still feel like it would happen.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, yeah, that's good. That's good to have it.
I don't have any doubts on myself. I believe truly on everything that I say.
I wasn't doubting you.
No,
bro.
I'm not saying you are.
I think you took that the wrong way. I was saying if, and this was all fucking like this was all make believe. Like none of this was even fucking real. We were just talking about if the Matrix did happen, you wouldn't be able to rely on any of society. So you would have to have all of this shit already.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You would have to have this shit before the Matrix became implemented.
And I said I probably would.
Probably.
Because, like I said, it could take 5 years, like we said, or 6 to 5 years, or it could take me the 8 years, the 3 more years.
I
If
know.
if it's already 6 years, and I don't have it by the 8 years where I'm coming up, then yeah, I probably won't be able to because it's already too late. Because
Yeah.
if we're talking about the Matrix and everything like that, yes, I probably won't have it if I don't get it between the 5 to 6 years. But if it doesn't have it between the 5 to 6 years and it happens in like another 10 to 15 years, then yes, I would have it. I'll say it like that. There you go. I mean,
Listen,
no.
look, you have a good plan. Like, by the way, I'm not even like shitting on your plan. Like, you laid it out good, and like that's a solid plan. And like in the real world, like that's a solid plan. Like, the Matrix isn't actually gonna happen. Like, at least the way we're fucking talking about it right now.
We honestly don't know. Honestly,
I don't think it's gonna happen the way we're talking about it. I don't think like they're too smart. They're not that predictable.
oh shit.
Like they try like if they do want to make a Matrix, they're not gonna make it predictably like the way we're talking about it. Maybe I don't know,
I don't know, because
but I think it would take more than a few years. I think that whole like you said 5 years. I think it's gonna be more than 5 years.
but then again, we don't know because when we were younger, we would always talk about this kind of stuff and of what the government is doing, what they would think they're doing, and let's say that was what when I was in middle school,
But
15 years
that's what I'm
old.
saying. Like, if we knew what they're doing all the way back then, you don't think like they would change up their game plan?
No, some of it no, some yes,
I mean, some of it I could see like them
no,
just sticking to it.
yeah. I'll say this: some of it no, some of it yes, because like you said, I agree. They probably would change some of the great game plan because they probably know a lot of people know what's going on in the world, and like of course they would want to change it, so
You know,
they would have
I
think it.
don't know if you know this, but the U.S. government has a world simulator, like a real life simulator. It's a full on simulation of the whole world. Every single person is on there. Like
Really?
they have a yeah, they have your DNA on it, and they use that shit to test psyops, so like
To
psychological
see what
operations
you're
to
gonna
see
do,
how society will react
see
and
all
see
the
how you
options. Yeah,
specifically will react.
yeah. They have so many
So they already
options.
know how you're gonna react to most shit that they're doing. Like it's
But
obviously it's predicting it. It's like it's not hundred
yeah,
percent,
exactly. But say
but they have a good idea of what you're gonna do because they know how you think. They already know everything about you.
but if it's supposedly the 99%, they always have that 1%
No,
that's
I agree. Like there's that always that 1% chance where you can be unpredictable. I'm gonna be honest. I think for us too, we're not that unpredictable because we try to stick to the truth and like that makes you predictable. Like we try to
but
be good people and that like they ultimately they know that we're just trying to fight against them and I
that
feel like we are more predictable than we want to give ourselves credit to.
I'll say this right now too. If we knew and like because of course we don't know and everything like that, and like you said, so technically we are predictable. I feel like if we did know what they were doing and figure out what it was that they think we were doing, I feel like we would be able to predict the things that would happen.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the chance. I'm not saying like it's not impossible.
No, no, I know.
You can, because I'm sure it's happened even for them. Like, I'm sure there's been cases where the simulation says something's gonna happen, and then they find out like, oh shit, it didn't actually work the way that we thought. But the thing that scares me about that is every time something like that happens, though, they recalculate it to make it more
Yo,
accurate.
you know what I found out why JF Kennedy got killed?
It's because he knew about aliens.
That's not that's
That's part of it.
that's
Because
part of it.
his speech actually came out.
But you know another reason.
He was gonna come out against the CIA too. He's gonna shut that whole thing down.
But you know another reason why too, not just because it's part of the CIA too. Like I guess, like you said, well, it was probably because of aliens. But another reason is because you know why Africa is always like in trouble, having hunger. Like they're one of the richest countries ever. Straight up, they have a
Yeah, they have a
lot
lot of gold.
gold, diamonds,
Yeah.
everything. They're one of the richest
That's why
countries
so
ever.
many other countries invest in them.
But you know why nothing has happened to them yet? Because every time a leader tries to like actually start our own currency or start trying to do something for their country or their country, but not the continent, but their country, that leader always gets killed by randomly. Randomly. There was one where there was like
Randomly.
there was one that was like I think it was like I don't know if it was U.S. Senate or somewhere in the government, like in the U.S. It was a lady. They gave him a tea. After that tea he drank, it was like probably poison, and he
Bro,
got
the
killed.
CIA does a lot of shady
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. So Kennedy was gonna come out with that too, saying all that kind of stuff, and then next couple weeks later he gets killed.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He was gonna shut down the CIA because he knew all the shady shit that they were doing.
And that's the fucked up part, bro.
It is.
Because like you can't come up against the U.S. Whatever the government, because if you find something out, it's not even the government, the FBI. It's the like even
I
it's
don't
all of
remember
it.
who it was. This came out recently. There's a CIA agent that came out. He was talking about Afghanistan, I think, or some shit like that. But he accidentally let it slip that the CIA has actually done like has performed coups on other countries.
Scoops for scoops.
It's like basically when they overrun the government, like a revolution. Where
Uh
it's like they inspire the citizens to overthrow their government,
huh.
and it's like the CIA is just like brainwashing them to overthrow their own government.
I can believe that.
And the CIA, no, like it's true. Like
Like
the
that's what I'm
agent came
saying.
out
I
and
can believe that.
he was like, yeah, like we've done it before. Like we've done it for a few other countries. I think he said they've done it for like Cuba. I think he said they've done it for a few countries though. Like they're just
I can believe
go in there
Venezuela. I can believe
and
Cuba.
influence.
I can believe Afghanistan. Some Middle Eastern countries. I can believe that.
Yeah,
I honestly,
I
I
think
can believe
I
that.
think it was in Vietnam too. I think that we talked about it in an episode on where they did
I
something
think
like
so.
that,
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
vampires.
Yeah.
They did like a vampire psyop. Where it's
'Cause
like they
they
tricked people
believed
into
it,
believing
yeah.
in vampires and
But we
shit.
still lost.
Well, they already believed in them.
Goddamn
That's
dog.
the dog.
Fucking Layla.
But yeah,
Again.
he tricked them into thinking like, oh shit, vampires are out to get us, and we need to end this war.
We
or
don't
something.
have monsters in this house. We have a dog
We have a
that
dog that barges in
That's-
to lick you.
So that shit scared the shit out of me. I'm not
She
gonna
said,
lie.
I'm gonna give you kisses. Can't hide from me. I'm gonna kiss the fuck out of you.
It's him dog, dude. That dog just like body slammed into the door
shit
and
makes-
opened it.
She's scary about it.
He's like,
You can't escape my kisses.
She always tries to kiss me. I don't.
Here's Johnny.
She doesn't even try to. She'll drive by like my leg, dude.
Like
Like she'll just like walk or like run by you and just real quick and then just keeps walking like nothing happened.
But not yet.
Yeah,
No,
the
that's it.
CIA is just that shit reeks the fish. The whole thing. Like
I mean, I just don't trust the government at all, to be
I've
honest.
never trusted anybody.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I agree. But get off your fucking phone.
Man, I don't want to talk to you. You smell like shit. I never knew they stack shit so tall until I met Yvonne.
He was talking about that earlier. Not about me, but someone else.
Certain somebody.
Yikes.
Ah. Ah.
Aha!
Oh no, another drive-by lick. Okay, draw. Draw. We call it a draw. We call it a draw. It needs to be the intro to this podcast. We call it a draw.
Oh, he's back, guys. He's back.
Wrong.
I shared those. I'm like, you actually got me good too.
Pussy.
That's what you got. That's why you flinch, bitch.
Nah, cause I already know where your
That's why
head's going with that shit.
That's what you
I'm about to
flinch.
kick your ass and pull tonight, bro.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Who won last time?
Because I'm the only one. Because I'm the one who made the 8-ball and then the
I
white
won
ball.
last
in.
time.
So
Oh,
you
look
did-
at that. So he's flexing the
Yeah.
fact that he hit the black ball in and the white ball in.
No, I made the 8-ball when I only had like something else. Like I fucked up on that. Okay, you beat me there. But then the next one, I got fucked because the 8-ball was right at the edge. So even if I hit the 8-ball, I would have been fucked. But you still had a lot of balls left. I did beat you in the last one.
Yeah, you just can't fucking hit the 8-ball in to save your life.
Well, at least you haven't even beat me by actually winning.
I have before, but I
That
usually
night?
don't have to.
Because I beat myself.
Yeah, you're that fucking bad.
No, because I beat myself.
Oh,
every time.
really?
Yeah, okay. We'll find out tonight. We'll see.
All right.
When I 3-0 your ass.
Okay.
Okay.
Leave
Okay.
down in the comments who do you think's gonna win.
We'll put it
Will
on.
this even get posted before?
No.
Alright, we can do something on Instagram with it.
Yeah, all right.
Eduardo, do you want to come play pool with us tonight?
Nah, I'll work tomorrow.
Man, what a pussy.
I work tomorrow early too.
I don't give a fuck.
The pool place is closer to your house than it is ours.
Where is it?
It's right off 50.
I'll see. Is it like how much does it cost?
He's paying tonight anyway.
I mean, no, I got money. I was just wondering.
Oh, $10. No,
per,
$6.
per game?
$6 per an hour.
No,
Oh,
no,
for an
no, no,
hour.
no, 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 no. It's $4 per hour per person.
Six.
I can't even talk. Is it? It's 6 or 4, but it's really not that expensive
it's,
if you only get one drink.
It's 6.
All right. I mean, I'm probably not gonna be drinking.
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying, like,
Yvonne's paying, so I'll only get something if he lets me, but I doubt it. Pussy.
I'll buy us food. That's it.
Oh, bet. Okay,
That's it.
that's my language right there.
I'll see.
I
if
got beer at home.
I'll see if I get the fried pickles or the crab dip.
Maybe
Either
we
way, one of those.
maybe we'll
Shit,
post
get
it.
both.
Maybe we'll post it up on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I mean, we already have like an hour or something in it. You want to
Yeah.
just? so
Yeah,
we
let's
head
do
out?
pool, cause then that way we
But then
can.
you don't have to go out late either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
let's
yeah,
do
that's
it.
good. All right, guys.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Hey, let me
Let's
do
do
this.
it.
Hey, fuck the CIA.
Fuck the CIA.
I just
Fuck
wanna
the
get that across.
CIA.
I can make
and-
a whole list of bad shit they've
Yo.
done. I can't like what good thing.
Oh,
have they ever
hey,
done?
just because of our hatred for the CIA, I want to make it very clear before this gets posted that I love my life and I do not wish
I'm
to
not
die.
suicidal.
I do.
I am
I'm
not suicidal at all.
We are not suicidal. So you
I
already
am
know.
very happy. I have a lovely girlfriend. I have great friends. I love my life.
Hey, but real shit, real shit, real shit.
You sure you're happy?
If
Well,
anyone,
I am very happy, and for no reason ever would I kill
I
myself.
wouldn't kill myself
for
either.
real though, for real. Shout out to anyone who can actually comment a good thing that the CIA has ever done. Like
Yeah.
what good have they ever done? Because I can bring a whole list of like bad shit they fucked up.
We're not trying to die here.
Nah, fuck them, bro.
Honestly, yeah.
I love my life. All right, guys. I love my life. So if I never killed myself. I would never kill myself. 'cause I
hey,
love
even
my
on the
life.
bad days,
Love
the
everybody.
bad days are
God
worth
is the
the
real.
good days.
God loves all of us. God saves us.
The CIA don't
All
give a
the
fuck
bad
about it.
days are worth the good days. Fuck the CIA. Look up everything you can about them. They're shitty fucking
Yes, sir.
human beings.
Realistically, we're not worth their time. They're not gonna do shit to us.
You never know, though.
You guys want to finish it? Not finish it, but at least take a shot before we end.
Hell
Sure,
no.
this one-
No,
this one's fun.
I would rather drink a beer at the place with y'all.
It doesn't want to come out.
Wait, we
God
gotta-
said stop. Alcoholics.
like that. Come on. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Okay, done.
I'll show you. He didn't ask you to show him.
All right. I got a lot more, but I'll chug all this.
That's
right
your
now.
fault.
No,
That's your
it's fine.
Let's do this, please.
Cheers, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Just ramblings in the basement. Let's go.
Oh, I got a surprise we might do for another episode. But
you gonna
y'all will
drive
find
your-
out in the other episode. What?
Are you gonna drive yourself there?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.